Instant Trivia, Physics Edition. Let's go. What is acceleration due to gravity on Earth, approx m's per squared? 9.8 m squared. What is the SI unit of force? Newton. Who formulated the three laws of motion? Isaac Newton. Which particle carries a negative elementary charge? Electron. What is the speed of light in vacuum m per second? 299,792,458 meters per second. What constant relates force and displacement in Hooke's law? Spring constant. Who explained the photoelectric effect using quantized light? Albert Einstein. What is the Planck constant, approximate value? 6.626乘以10的负34次方 Js. Photon energy equals h times what quantity? Answer: frequency. What is the SI unit of electrical resistance? Ohm. What phenomenon causes light to bend when passing between media? Refraction. Which law relates current voltage and resistance? Ohm's law. What quantity is conserved in isolated electrical systems? Electric charge. What quantity describes an object's resistance to angular acceleration? Answer: moment of inertia. What device converts rotational mechanical energy into electrical energy? Generator. What is Earth's approximate escape velocity? 11.2 kilometers per second. Which fundamental force binds protons and neutrons in nuclei? Strong nuclear force. Which particle mediates the electromagnetic force? Photon. Which pair of observables are related by Heisenberg uncertainty? Answer: position and momentum. Which law describes magnetic fields generated by electric currents? Ampere's law. Which model describes the low-temperature heat capacity of solids? Debye model. What is the name for the temperature below which a material becomes superconducting? Critical temperature. Which technique probes nuclear energy levels using magnetic fields? NMR. What is the SI unit of magnetic flux? Weber. What effect causes spectral lines to shift for moving sources? Doppler effect. What thermodynamic quantity measures disorder? Entropy. What is the angle beyond which total internal reflection occurs? Critical angle. Which law gives the spectral distribution of blackbody radiation? Planck's law. What is the elementary charge approximate value? 1.602乘以10的负19次方 c. What does c represent in EXM squared? Answer: speed of light. What name is given to a fermion that is its own antiparticle? Majorana fermion. What term describes transient particle pairs appearing in empty space? Vacuum fluctuations. Which equation governs time evolution of non-relativistic quantum wave functions? Answer: Schrödinger equation. Which gauge bosons carry the charged weak interaction? W boson. What is the approximate Planck length? 1.616乘以10的负35次方 m. Which theorem states invariance under charge, parity, and time reversal? CPT theorem. What is the approximate temperature of the cosmic microwave background? 2.725 K. Which theory explains the anomalous perihelion precession of Mercury? General relativity. What dimensionless constant characterizes electromagnetic interaction strength? Answer: fine structure constant. Which experimental technique maps electronic band structure with photons? ARPIS. What phenomenon does BCS theory explain? Answer: superconductivity. Which relativistic effect causes moving clocks to tick slower? Time dilation. What principle describes light and matter exhibiting both particle and wave behavior? Wave-particle duality. Which metric describes a rotating charged black hole? Answer: Kerr-Newman metric. Which hypothetical light pseudoscalar is a dark matter candidate? Axion. What does LHC stand for? Large Hadron Collider. What concept studies how physical quantities change with energy scale? And scale dependence. What fundamental role does the Higgs field play in the Standard Model? Mass generation. Which relations connect real and imaginary parts of linear response functions? Answer: Kramers-Kronig relations. What term describes the divergence of a coupling constant at finite energy scale? Answer: coupling divergence. That's the end of the show. Thanks for playing. See you tomorrow.